بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome again, dear students, in another lesson. This is Miss Layla Al-Jihani. Today, inshallah, we will cover the last lesson in our unit 1, lesson 12, form, meaning, and function. Okay. So if you want to recall what we have covered last class we did the writing. Yes, we did the writing. We learned how to transfer the survey we did in the project, how to transfer it to writing. Also, we have learned how to use cohesive statements, understandable sentences with the use of pronouns and excellent possessive adjectives. Okay, so today in form, meaning, and function, we will, by the end of this lesson, inshallah, you will be able to distinguish between all, both, neither, and none. So we have all, both, neither, none in the use and the meaning. When do we use it and what does it mean? Okay, you will also be able to use the target language, which is these words, all, both, neither, and none. Use this language in lifestyles comparison and in meaningful statements. So you will be able to use it in sentences. Okay? Okay, before I assigned a homework in last class, page 94 on your workbook. I'm sure you did it. Okay? What did he want you to do in the writing? Write a paragraph, only one paragraph, about your activities, daily routines you do. How often and how long do you do them? So you have to choose activities, how often and how long, which activity is important, which activity is not important, which activity is a habit, something you do a lot, which activity is an addiction, you think you are doing it a lot, more than you should, and what can you do to change them? So if it's an addiction, what do you do to change this addiction? I have a sample here. I'm sure your answers are correct. You can refer to your teachers to check your writing. I'm sure you created great sentences, great paragraphs about your activities. This is just a sample. You don't have to follow it. Habits or addiction. I do a lot of things during the week. Some are habits and some are addiction. So this is the introduction sentence. We call it a thesis statement. Going shopping and watching TV are not important. So these activities, I think it's not important. I think they are just habits. So I'm answering the question about how important and the habit. Yeah. Talking on the phone and going to the gym are important. They are not really addiction. So it's not. I don't do it a lot to reach the addiction level. Yeah. I think they are habits too. But going online is very important, and I know this is an addiction. I can probably study more instead of going online. So I think I should study more than going online. I definitely need to study more. Okay, this is a sample of the writing. You can use yours. I'm sure it's more than fine. So if we look at our books, page 11, we have on top, we have all, both, neither, and none. These words. When do we use it? Do we use it the same or are they different? Okay, we will see the difference. The difference is we use both, neither, when we are talking about two people or two subjects, two things. Okay. So we are only talking about two, we use both or neither. The other words, all and none, we use it to talk about three and more. 3, 4, and more. If we are talking about more than 2, 3, 4, and more, we use all and none, okay? When we are talking about only 2, we use both or neither. طب متى أستخدم both ومتى أستخدم neither؟ متى أستخدم all متى أستخدم none؟ We will see, okay? This is an example. I have 2 girls here. One is Sarah and the other one is Dana, okay? Their nationality, so Sarah is Saudi, Dana is Saudi. Their hobby, Sarah, she likes to read, and Dana, she likes to write. These are their hobbies. So Sarah, she is 12 years old, their age, and Dana, she's 12 years old. So we have here 2 things in common and 2 things they are not in common. The things are in common, what are they? They are Saudi. The 2 are Saudi, and the 2 are 12. This is the things they have in common, yeah? They are sharing the same thing, yes? طيب how do we use both or neither? There are 2, we only use both or neither. طب what should I do? How can I form the sentence? We will see. I can say both Sarah and Dana are Saudi. With both we use are, okay? The plural verb, okay? Both of them, we are referring to them. Both of them are Saudi, or both of them are 12 years old, okay? Both of the girls, I can say the girls, or both of these girls. So I can use any of these, okay? All correct. But please pay attention to the verb we're using. The verb plural, are, okay? So I can say both of them are Saudi or both of them are 12 years old. These are the things they have in common, both true, okay? Let's see neither. When do we use neither? When the information for both of them is not correct, what should I say? Neither Sarah and Dana is American. Are they American? No, they're Saudi, صح? So both of them, they are not American. So we say neither Sarah and Dana is American. Here with neither, we use the singular verb, okay? We have the verb plus S. We have is. We don't use are, or we don't use the verb like teach, eat. لا, we have to say eats. We add the S. Or is, okay? I can say neither of them is American, or neither of the girls is over 12. They are 12. Are they over 12? No. So neither here means not. The information is not true for both of them. Okay? So both is used when the information is correct for both girls. Neither is used when the information is wrong for both of them. They are not American. So neither Sarah and Dana is American. Okay? Let's see here. Both, neither of. In the sentence, you can say both of or neither of. Then you have the object pronoun, them, the girls, the noun, the people you're talking about, okay? Plus the verb, okay? You have the verb after the object pronoun. Both, neither refer to 2 people or 2 things. As we said, we're talking only about 2. Neither means not. When you're talking about something negative, something which is not true, and goes with singular verb, like is, verb plus is, and nouns, okay? We only use it with singular, okay? Let's see the examples. Both of them are teachers. Both of them are teachers. Let's imagine these are teachers. Both of them are teachers. And also here the noun is plural. Here are plural teachers, plural. Neither of them is a math teacher. So here we have a singular noun and a singular verb. Please pay attention to neither. We use singulars. Okay? Both of them teach science. Okay, do you see teach? We didn't add the S because here we use are or verb plural. Neither of them teaches math. So here we add the S with neither. Okay, these are some of the examples. Okay, now let's see the other two words. Here we have how many in the picture? How many in front of us? Excellent, we have 4. We have Muhammad, Abdurrahman, Ahmed, Umar. 4 boys. Okay. طيب عبد الرحمن ومحمد وأحمد وعمر, what do they have in common? What is the things they have in common? محمد is Saudi, عبد الرحمن Saudi, وأحمد Saudi, وعمر Saudi. They are all Saudis. Yes? What about the hobbies? They are all love reading. For example, they are all, their age is 12. So they are all 12 years old. Okay? So let's see. With 3 subjects and more, we use both? No. We use all. We use all when it is true, when it's a positive thing, when the information is correct for all of them. Okay? All of them are Saudi. So all the boys are Saudi. True. All of the boys are 12 years old. Are they all 12? Yes. All of them are 12. All of these boys are Saudi, or all of these boys love reading. صح? They are all, the shared information, the previous one, they are all, their hobby is reading. True? طيب, what if we want to say the information is not true for any of them? So we want to say no to all of them, okay? When we're talking about 3 and more, we say none of them. None of them are American. The information is not true. They are all Saudi. None of them is American. None of them are American. None of the boys are over 12 years old. They are all 12. They're not over, صح? None of these boys are over 12 years old. These are some of the examples. Now let's go to your book, page 11. You see in the top, all, none, and of. When do we use it? With the object pronoun plus verb. So it's the same as both and neither. We have the object pronoun plus the verb. طيب, here with all and none, we refer to how many? 2? No, we refer to 3 and more. Excellent. We say all of them are teachers. None of them are math teachers. Maybe they are English teachers. Maybe they are science teachers. None of them are math teachers. So this is when we say the negative, none of them are. All of them teach science. So yes, they are science teachers. None of them teach math. None of them teach math. So do they teach math? No. When we're talking about the negative, we say none. Okay? With the positive, we say all. Now let's look at your books. All and both. All and both can go after the auxiliary verb, like the verb to be. Are, is, am. We use it after the auxiliary verb be. Also, we can use it after can, after do, but before the main verb. It has to be before the main verb. So between the auxiliary and the main verb, we can use it. If there is no main verb, it's okay. You can put it after the auxiliary verb. But if there is a main verb, it has to be before it, okay? Let's see the examples. They are is verb to be. This is the auxiliary. They are both teachers. We can say both here. All in both. not neither and none, with the positive. Are they both science teachers? This is when it's a question. They can all speak English. Can they all speak English? So here we have speak, the verb, and here we have the main verb speak also. So we put it before the main verb. We both teach science. Here we don't have a helping verb. We only have the pronoun and the main verb. So before the main verb, we add both or all. Do you both teach science? We are all having fun. Are you all having fun? So with the positives, either both when we talk about two or all when we talk about three and more, we put it in the sentence or the questions after the auxiliary verb, be, can, do, and before the main verb, okay? Now look at your book. You have a table in front of you, okay? You have a table. It's a lifestyle survey. You have three names, Noura, Maha, and Badriya, if I remember correctly. So we have three girls here, okay? And we have these questions. Are you a vegetarian? So we have, for the first part, A, we will only focus on two. We will focus on Noura and Maha. We don't look at the other. We only focus on the two columns here. Are you a vegetarian? Noura said no, Maha said no. Do you often eat junk food? Like fast food, do you often eat it? They said no, both of them. Can you cook? Both said yes, they can cook. Do you work out regularly? They both said yes. Do you drink a lot of coffee? They both said no. So they have similar answers, right? Let's look at the question. Look at the survey. Write sentences about Noura and Maha, only Noura and Maha, okay? Use both or neither. If it's a positive sentence, you say both of them or neither of them, okay? If it's a negative, neither of them. So this is an example. Neither of them is a vegetarian, or both of them are what? Let's see the information from the table. Both of them can cook. Can you cook? So the answer here. So this is another example. Pause the video here. Try to look at the table. Try to write sentences using both or neither. Remember, both we use are, neither we say is. Okay? Let's see the examples together. These are some other examples. I'm sure you have written great sentences. Neither of them eats junk food often. So this is an example. Both of them can cook, or they can both cook. These are correct. Both of them work out regularly. They both work out regularly. You can write either one of them. It's correct. Neither of them drinks a lot of coffee. Okay, this is another statement here. Now for part B, I want you to look at the three girls, not only Noura and Maha. I want you to look at all three of them, okay? Look at the three of them. Are you vegetarian? They all said no. Do you often eat junk food? They all said no, except Badriya said yes, she eats junk food. Can you cook? They all said yes. Do you work out regularly? They all said yes, except Badriya said no. Do you drink a lot of coffee? They all said no, okay? So write sentences, but here when they are three and more, do we use both or neither? No, we use all or none. We use all, or we can say not all the girls, because we have an exception. Not all the girls, or we can say none of them. It's negative for all of them, okay? Look at the table, try to write sentences pause the video, think about it, take your time, it's okay. Go back to the information on your book to get more idea how to form the sentences. And then let's see the answers together. Okay. I can say none of them are vegetarian. None of them are vegetarian. I can say not all of them eat junk food often. They don't all eat junk food. This is another. All of them can cook. They all can cook. Not all of them work out regularly. They don't all work out regularly. None of them drink a lot of coffee. So these are some of the examples. I'm sure you have written wonderful examples. Now let's see for your homework. You have in your book the same page. You have on the bottom, create your own survey. Do you remember the survey, this one? Yes, this survey. You have to create your own. You can write different questions. You can write different names, different answers. So he wants you to create your own survey, okay? And then ask your classmates, go around and ask them to fill out the survey. And then write sentences like these. Write sentences to talk or to reflect your survey on the papers. So write sentences using all, none, both, or neither. You can use any of these words. If you're talking about two, you can use both, neither. If you're talking about three and more, you can say all or none. That's it for today. What we have, if we want to recall what we have covered in for meaning and function, we differentiated. We know the difference between all these words, all, none, neither, and both. When do we use it? When do we use it when it's two and more? When it's three and more? And also we used them in a meaningful statements. We used it in sentences in front of us. Thank you for listening. Inshallah, I will see you next class, and good luck. Thank you.